everyone, welcome to my channel where we talk about things we love like gaming, shows, and anime. Resident Evil is one of the greatest Resident Evil games to play, even till today. The Resident Evil trilogy does not get outdated. This game is so good that I'm gonna play it after this video gets uploaded. By the way, if you haven't seen the facts video on Resident Evil 2 and 1, go ahead and check them out after the video. But for now, sit back, grab a crisp manwich, and let's begin. Number 10. This game is said to take place during the events of Resident Evil 2, which is why the creators wanted to originally make Code Veronica be the true Resident Evil 3. But in all honesty, this does look like the true Resident Evil 3. I mean, it ended the Raccoon City storyline, not to mention the fact that when you go to the police station, there are rooms that are boarded up, so it had to take place after the events of Resident Evil 2 because those doors were not boarded up when Leon and Claire got there. Number 9. This was the first Resident Evil game to introduce us to two different kinds of hunters, Beta and Gamma, which were only introduced in this game. Also, this is Jill's second encounter with the hunters, so that's gotta suck. Number 8. Resident Evil 3 included the ability to turn around quicker, which would be utilized on later installments of the series. But an additional feature to the game was being able to dodge attacks. To execute it, you have to quickly press the aim button right before the creature or zombies strike. Now, in Mercenary mode, you can get extra points for dodging attacks. Points can be used to unlock extra weapons to use for the story mode, the best option being the briefcase full of infinite ammo guns. But they're too pricey, so the best way to get those points is by going to this spot on the map, quickly get in top of the box because those zombie dogs will work together to take you down. Now, simply mash the aim button while slowly walking towards the edges of the box. If done correctly, you'll rack up enough points in no time. Number 7. There's a poster with the image from the Resident Evil 2 cover posted on the wall, and it says Biohazard 4 as in Resident Evil 4. And the same image is seen above the poster without the words Biohazard 4. There are also a few interesting things seen in the beginning, like the Kendo gun shop van from Resident Evil 2. The van may not have been seen in the final cut of Resident Evil 2, but it was included in the demo of the game. Here's another cool fact. If you notice on the bottom left side of this shot, there's a sign that says Burger Kong, a reference to Burger King. It's even got the old Burger King logo design. You can also see the Burger Kong sign on the large door next to the door Jill uses to escape in the beginning of the game. And the last reference I gotta mention is that there is also a poster for Dino Crisis seen in the entrance of the hospital. It has the date marked July 1st, 1999, which is the official release date for the first Dino Crisis game. But there's also another image next to it that appears to be from Dino Crisis as well. Number 6. There's an early beta version of the game that shows you different camera angles and some items that were originally intended to be used in the story but didn't make the cut. Even secret costumes were originally designed with a few differences from the final versions we got. Another interesting thing about the beta version is that the intro prologue from Jill showed better details of what happened right after she escaped the Spencer mansion from part 1 with the rest of the survivors. This should have at least been kept as an added bonus for players after beating the game, but I guess Capcom had their reasons for removing it. Number 5. The character Dario Russo locks himself up in the beginning of the game. You don't get to see him come back. Now, if you do go back to visit the location where he locked himself up, you'll notice that the area has been attacked by zombies, and it turns out that he did let himself out and happened to get killed by the zombies. Number 4. Jill has access to 5 different costumes after beating the game, but they are each unlocked depending on the difficulty you chose and what rank you get by the end of the game. If you beat the game under hard difficulty with an A rank, you unlock the biker costume, the disco costume, and the police miniskirt costume. But if you beat the game on easy difficulty and get a rank higher than an F, then you'll unlock Jill's Resident Evil 1 costume and even replace Jill with Regina from Dino Crisis. I know it says that it's switching character costumes, but it's the exact same sprite and it's not Jill that's wearing Regina's outfit. Number 3. Every time you beat the game, you'll unlock a different epilogue ending which shows you whatever happened to the main characters who survived the outbreak from this game and the previous games. It's interesting to see these epilogues as the series took a long while before they ever made Resident Evil sequels after Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, so this was a great additional reward for beating the game. There are over 8 character epilogues, so you know how many times you need to beat the game to uncover them all. Also, after you unlock all the character endings, you'll get a special message from the director, and this will be the only time you get to see this. Number 2. If you can collect every file in the game, you'll unlock Jill's diary. It takes a lot of patience since you have to go back to certain areas to find all the files in the game, but the price would also be wasting time, which time is quite the big deal if you want to get a high rank by the end of the game. And since this quest takes a lot of time, might as well defeat the nemesis in every encounter you get. Defeating him every time will reward you with something really worth having, such as an extra first aid spray box. The third and sixth time would end up getting you gun parts. You'll even get an assault rifle, and if you can defeat him 7 times in your first playthrough, you can get infinite bullets for one weapon of your choice. Number 1. There are 2 different endings to the game. The endings depend on the choice you make the moment you meet the nemesis on the bridge before entering the disused plant. If you choose to push the nemesis off the bridge, then you'll get the ending with Jill and Carlos. But if you chose to jump off the bridge, then you'll get the second ending, which is the same ending as the regular ending, only this one adds a small cameo appearance of an old friend, Barry Burton. And that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if so, please leave a like, share with others, and subscribe if you haven't. And don't forget to click on the little bell icon next to the subscribe button to notify you of every new video that gets uploaded to the channel. And if you'd like to support me on Patreon, check out the link in the description, and follow me on Twitter to find out which videos are up next. Anyways, I'll see you all tomorrow, and remember to have an awesome day.